Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to learn about application of quadratic equation in real world context. This is your lesson 4 from 27th April to 1st of May 2020. This topic is from chapter 1 from syllabus D3 book and it is on page 24 and 25. The methodology will be audio aids, visual aids, activity, educational videos, diagrams, and finally the home assignment. The objectives of today's lesson are: recall quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and methods to solve it. Solve fractional equations that can be reduced to quadratic equation. Formulate a quadratic equation in one variable. Solve quadratic equation by factorization method or by quadratic formula. In the previous lesson, we have learnt about what is a quadratic equation and its standard form. Also, we have learnt about the main properties of a quadratic equation and the ways to solve the quadratic equation, that is factorization method, completing the square method, quadratic formula, and the graphical method. These are the different methods which we have used to solve quadratic equation earlier in this chapter. One is factorization method, that is the middle term break. Second one is completing the square method, that is a times x minus h whole square plus k. Third one is the quadratic formula, that is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. And the last one is the graphical method. Today we will discuss the application of quadratic equation in real world context. Dear students, whenever a word problem is given to you, you need to read it carefully and thoroughly. Find out what is given in the statement and what you need to find out. The steps involved in solving word problems are: understand the problem first, then devise a plan, then transform the word problem into an algebraic statement, then implement the plan, and finally check answers and give it to 3 significant figures. Dear students, let us take a question now. The difference between two positive numbers 12 over x plus 1 and 12 over x is 1. You need to form an equation in x and show that it reduces to x square plus x minus 12 equal to 0. Now what is given in the statement now? Here the difference between two positive number is 1. So remember dear students, whenever we need to take the difference, we subtract smaller number from the larger number. So in this question, 12 over x is the largest fraction as its denominator is smaller, and 12 over x plus 1 is the smallest fraction as its denominator is greater. So according to the statement, your algebraic statement will become 12 over x minus 12 over x plus 1 equals to 1. Now in the step 2, we need to eliminate the denominators from here. For that very purpose, either we have to take the LCM or we have to multiply with the LCM. So let us multiply with the LCM, that is x into x plus 1 with the whole equation. And when we multiply them, we will get, by making it simplified, we will get our equation x square plus x minus 12 equal to 0, which is the required one. After getting the quadratic equation, now we can solve it with any one of the method, either by factorization method or by quadratic formula. But the first factorization method is easier over here. So we will just apply the factorization method. X square plus x minus 12 equal to 0. Here the possible factors are 4 and 3. And we write it down as x plus 4 into x minus 3 equal to 0. So either x plus 4 is 0 or x minus 3 is 0. We get two answers, x equals to minus 4 and x equals to 3. But see your statement in the question, you need two positive integers. So you will neglect your negative value and accept the positive value, that is x equals to 3. Now for finding the positive numbers, you need to put the value x equals to 3 in the expression 12 over x plus 1 and 12 over x. When you put x equals to 3 in 12 over x plus 1, you will get the answer 3. And when you put x equals to 3 in the expression 12 over x, you will get the answer 4. So your required numbers are 3 and 4. You can check your answer by subtracting the larger number from the smaller number, that is 4 minus 3. So it means its difference is 1 over here. Dear students, let us take another question. A wire of length 100 cm is cut into two parts and each part is bent to form a square. If the sum of the areas of two squares is 425 cm square, find the length of sides of the two squares. Now in this question it is given that the length of wire is 100 cm and it is cut into two parts, and from each part a square is formed. So let us suppose the length of one square be x and the length of other square be y, as shown in the diagram. Now the wire will be used on the boundaries to make square. So we will discuss their perimeters now. Step 1. Perimeter of square is 4 multiplied by length of side of square. So it means perimeter of first square will be 4x and perimeter of second square will be 4y. Now according to the statement, length of wire was 100 centimeter and this length was used in making the two squares. So it means 4x plus 4y will be equals to 100. This will be your statement 1. From here you will get the value of y by y equals to 25 minus x. Now in the second part of the statement it is also given that the sum of the areas of two square is 425 centimeter square. So now we will make an expression in terms of its areas. Here the area of first square will be side multiplied by side, that is x multiplied by x, it will give you x square. And the area of second square will be y multiplied by y and it will give you y square. So the sum of the areas, areas of their squares is 425. It means x square plus y square will be equals to 425. Now this is your equation 2. Now we need to substitute the value of y, that is y equals to 25 minus x, in your equation 2. From there, after simplifying, we will get a quadratic equation x square minus 25x plus 100 equal to 0. Now solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. Here the possible factors are x minus 20 into x minus 5 equal to 0. So from the first expression you will get x equals to 20, and from the second expression you will get x equals to 5. Hence the possible lengths of the two sides of two squares will be either 5 centimeter and 20 centimeter. Now it's some summary. Identify your quadratic equation first. Reduce fractional equation in one variable to form quadratic equation. Formulate a quadratic equation in one variable, and then finally solve the quadratic equation. Dear students, don't forget to watch a video. Home assignment. Solve exercise 1D, question 1 part B and E, question 3 part B only, question 5 part B, E and F, and rest of the question from question 6 to 10 from syllabus D3 book.